I'm not going to call everybody and tell them, hey.
You don't call everybody, but your mom and your dad.
They heard about it.
Yeah, but he heard it from me.
Yeah, well,
that's fucking horrible.
Yeah, but I'm dead at the time. I got no IV in me.
Or tell Alice, hey, call my dad real quick. Just let him know what's going on.
No, I was like, hey, please help me.
Also,
Here we are. Bitch.
ice cream.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's kind of like a basic chord progression. Needs a good melody. I wore a plain white shirt, so I had to have these cool gamer glasses that lets people know I'm young.
Are they going to see your nips?
Do your yellow...
I don't care, dude. We come from a proud line of nip havers.
Make you look young?
Yeah, because I'm wearing
You come
blue-light
from
glasses.
a proud line of nip havers?
You met my dad. He doesn't hide his nips, ever.
I can't think of the last time I saw your dad's nips.
His fucking nip having ass.
Yeah, dude, if he went into a job interview, he'd be like, how do these nips work for you? He would bring it up.
What do you think about these nips?
I don't know.
He would not.
I know.
He might.
That's not his style, but
What do you think of these
he
nips?
does. He is known for having protruding nips.
Yeah.
Michael Hardin.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Is his name.
Nice
Papa
nips.
Hardin.
Yeah, Papa H.
Nice nips.
That's Papa Het. Hello, you guys want to blast this thing off?
Let's go.
Always. Wait a minute.
Something's gone horribly wrong. I can fix this.
And blast?
Hold on, I can fix this.
This is awesome.
There we go.
Good thing it's not live.
I don't know what I did, but now we're here looking at episode 40 in the face. Steven?
And blast!
That's Stephen Myers on the couch. This is Justin Fox, and my name is Taylor John Hardin. Welcome to BandHouse Podcast. If you're new, click that subscribe button. If you're not new and it still says subscribe, click that subscribe button. In fact,
I waited my whole life for just one like, and I just want one like.
and
All I needed was just one like.
Come on, fails to be fighting. I went Jack Black in there. I got vulnerable.
Why won't you fucking subscribe?
Do you like playing around with my... I feel like he's Gremlin-esque. A neuroscope of reality. That's kind
That
of
was
close.
pretty good.
It's close.
That was pretty good.
See the light, don't dig it, don't you think? But the don't you think? But the big did it. It's still be fine. It's all the same. I say I don't. It's pretty close.
Nice.
But I can't do it for long.
You're like 65% there, I
That's
think.
pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
One time someone told me I'm 50% as good as Jimi Hendrix. I was like, thanks.
That's
pretty
good. That's when you
as good
peaked.
as you get.
Yeah.
That's as good as you get.
That's when you peaked.
I have a ton of segments today, and one of them is moving my shirt a bunch.
Okay.
The second one is I want to start. I may as well start off with a story. It's called.
Yeah.
It's called. This is a great album cover title too. Ambulance Blackout.
Dude.
Oh my God. So I'm so excited. Taylor, I got here today and I was like, Taylor, how are you? And he's like, oh, something about a blackout. But he was like, I can't tell you.
He's like, what
until
happened?
the
I'm like,
podcast.
save it for
It's
the
been
pod.
like 3 hours since you said that.
True friends, save it for the pod.
So yes, tell me the story.
Okay, so this is what happened. I played a gig, so I got hired for this gig. I'm going to tell the whole story because this is the thing. So, in fact, I'm telling. Keep in mind, I'm telling this. Cut all that. Let me start over. I get overwhelmed with the because I wasn't there, as it was Ambulance Blackout is the name of the story. So like I haven't told the story yet. So here's what I know. I played a gig for these people. They paid me $500. That's awesome. That's on my higher end of post-COVID guitar pay. So I was stoked. It was at a private property out in Gig Harbor, and I was stoked. And so earlier in the day, I was talking to a friend of mine, and they were like, do you ever just get nervous that these people are going to be weird? And like, and you ever just bail out of a gig last minute? I was like, no, not really. I've never done that. And like, what, they just give you a weird vibe? I'm like, no one ever gives me. So that was in my head to start with. So now I'm going across this
crazy.
small bridge. I'm going to play this gig across this small little road bridge. I've told this story before, and I had footage of another small little road bridge. This one is twice as small. It was like you make one wrong turn, and You're if you're drunk driving, you're dead. You're off into the water.
Okay.
Keep that in mind. So I make it to this place. It's dark. I don't know the people, but they're nice, fine, middle-aged, 40-year-old. That's middle-aged. You die at 80 pretty much. So middle-aged people. And they were white and nice.
How did you get this gig? So not to interrupt, but how did this gig come about?
I think they hit me up saying they saw me long ago.
Why did you say white and nice?
Because I just need you guys to know that they're like a nice white family, it seems. Okay? Just like your Caitlins and your Michaels and your
Bryces.
Oh, so many Bryces were there. But they also
couple Tanners.
They also had the older folks there, their parents, so like the 80-year-olds and down. Bob and George and
Jack.
Francine, who flips 100 houses.
Francine. Francine.
I don't know. But anyway, these were actually nice people. I'm having a good time. I do a killer outside gig in the freezing cold. This was only a week ago.
Okay.
Freezing cold. And I'm wearing like a shirt.
Sure.
Because I sweat so much during my gigs. I always bitch about sweating in my gigs. I'm freezing. So it's cold. I can't really blah, blah, blah. They're like, do you want anything to drink? I'm like, what do you got? He's like, water, a Rainier. I was like, I'll take one of each. So I'm drinking a Rainier beer and a water, and I'm killing it. We'll say. And, and I'm outside. Did I say that? It's fucking cold, and I'm outside and I'm playing this gig.
Fuck.
And then I go, I got an idea. I go out. I take a break. I get by the fire. I warm myself up. I'm like, I'll take a shot of whiskey. That'll warm me up. Mm-hmm. Plus, beer gives you the burp, so I didn't even drink much of the Rainier. And you can't burp and sing at the same time. It's a nightmare. It's not fun. It's very depressing. Don't do it. Don't even try. Try. A lot of people do, apparently, because they always offer me drinks at every gig I go to. So other musicians must set the precedent of, we get fucked up.
Yeah.
It's so hard to sing and be any sort of non-sober.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah. So far, so good. Normal gig story. But here's where it goes into worst gig of all time category. S tier. Beats all the stories we told last week. Next thing I know, I wake up in the hospital bed. The next thing I know. Okay, so really, I remember kind of like, good night. And they're like, play more. And I'm like, okay, I kind of remember that.
Okay.
And I remember seeing like $100 bill in my tip jar. So on top of the 500, I'm like, so I remember it was good.
Okay.
And then I remember like them bringing me a whiskey shot maybe. I'm like, oh, how many do you think? But all I remember is like 1 or 2 shots of whiskey. I don't remember enough to really black out.
Okay.
Keep in mind, I've done my 20s. I know where my tolerances are with hard alcohol and stuff.
Sure.
I would never drive doing more than a shot, but I did. So I don't know what happened. It was a really bad time in my life. Maybe it was subconsciously me like, just get out of here. But I didn't feel that way because like I said, money in the jar. I was so broke before that it was like, yes, got some money. I'm going to get some Monsters. I'm going to get some fucking Hot Pockets. Just like, little simple win,
Sure.
And then, thank you, good night, click. As that turns off is when my memory shuts off. I wake up and then this tall, skinny white nurse guy, nice and white. These nice white people. Nothing suspicious is what I'm saying, except for the fact that they're all nice. And this guy's like, do you remember anything? I was like, no. He's like, how much do you drink? I was like, I don't really drink. He's like, oh, okay. Well, you did last night. I'm like, sure did. And then he didn't tell me anything. He walked away and I laid there for a while. I got gauze on my arms with tape around it and blood everywhere. I got puke on my coat and my chest. And I'm laying in this bed. There's no one in this hospital, by the way. I've heard that hospitals were crammed and you can only have like one person in it. Like I'm in this Gig Harbor hospital with no one in there. Okay. It's creepy though, because I don't have any memories and it's so clean and no other, not customers, what do you call them? Patients. There's no other patients on the entire floor that I can at least see. So.
Dude, what the fuck?
And this wasn't a dream?
This was I don't know. I was like, it's a dream. So I just kind of went back to sleep. And then...
it's definitely real.
They go, do you have anyone you can call? And I was like, sure, Allison. And as I go to pick up the phone to call, I hear her voice. Which, thank God, because I don't have her shit memorized. And I didn't have my phone or my shoes or anything. I had my shoes. I didn't have my phone or my keys or my money or my guitar or my amp.
You don't know Allison's... Wait, I'm sorry. You don't know Allison's phone number?
Not by heart.
Wow.
Not even close.
We should work on that.
Wow, you guys, I thought you were serious.
Well, I can't. Here's the thing with memorizing numbers. I either memorize it immediately or I will never, ever, 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 ever be able to because I get confused on either it's 8 or 5, but I'll never remember which one. For some reason, if I don't get it right, like lyrics, when I fuck the lyrics up, I get in a pattern and I'm messing the lyrics up every time.
I wouldn't say I'm extraordinary, but I am actually somewhat, like when it comes to numbers.
No, I know.
I have certain numbers that just stick.
Because you can remember a whole song in one go. So you got memory stuff.
I do, yeah. I
don't
wouldn't
smoke-
say it's incredible. I forget plans. Like Carolyn will be like,
For a sober,
like
white,
I'll be
nice
sleeping
guy,
and she's
it's
like,
pretty good.
Why aren't you ready? I'm like, what do you mean? We got the fuck. Oh fuck!
And you forgot.
Like that's me.
It is pretty funny when you
I
forget
cannot remember
the
plans.
one or twice time you forgot band practice, and I call you, and you're like, "Oh!" You're like, "Hey, oh!" Like immediately remembered. Okay, so anyway, Allison gets there. I hear her
So
voice,
at this
which
point,
is the
she's
sweetest,
at the
sweetest
hospital?
sound. She's there. It didn't take long. I think I either fell asleep or whatever. She gets me into the car. She starts driving, and I'm fucking hungover.
Okay.
I'm dying. It's not good. I'm like, whoa. And she's like, what's going on? I'm like, oh, pull over. I pulled over, probably threw up. Don't remember if I did, but I do remember we pulled over on the freeway. Got home. I mean, I took a shower. I took a bath. I took all the medicine. I tried to smoke the weeds. It was the worst. Actually, not even, it was my second worst hangover, not my worst blackout. 151 is the worst blackout at Eastern University of Washington. Shout out. Mark Bredesen, that was worse than my ambulance blackout. That was so bad. We had to drive from Spokane all the way back home. And he had to drive, and he was hungover. Anyway, back to the ambulance blackout. I'm trying to piece this all together. So Allison's telling me she gets a call from me, or a text saying I'm going to play late. I'm like, I remember that. She, 3 hours later, doesn't hear from me, starts getting worried. Calls my mom or Dylan, tells them what's going on. Very little information that she has is that I think maybe she knew I was in a hospital. I think that maybe the hospital. No, the people I played for found her on Facebook. That's what it was. The strangers who I'm playing for, the strangers who I'm blackout drunk in front of, are telling me, or telling her what's going on. Okay, so blah, 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 blah. Skip all the boring stuff. When I get better, when I'm not as hungover, Allison goes, hey, the report's in. I'm like, what do you mean the report's in? There's a report? And yeah, on my chart, there was a report that said, man was found presumably intoxicated on all fours by the fire saying, please help me. Wouldn't answer any of the questions, would only repeat, please help me. And I do that. I do.
Please help me.
I get dramatic, dude.
Oh my god!
As soon as I heard that, I was like, I do get on all fours, and next thing in my head, I'm like, oh, here comes the fetal, and then it literally says, in the ambulance ride, patient was in fetal position, and when doctor or ambulance driver tried to pull them over, he turned to them and looked at him with anger and shook his fist at him and pulled himself back into the fetal position. I'm like, whoa! I got angry. I don't generally get angry like.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like that. And then I was like getting angry at the doctor for putting the IVs in. And then it said, patient refused IVs by ripping them out of his own arms.
What the fuck is wrong with you, drunk Taylor?
Ripped him. I said, no, you won't.
No wonder you had gauze and stuff.
And no wonder I wasn't healed because the water. I've always wanted to be IV'd and be healed.
Yeah, you wouldn't have had a hangover.
So instead, I had just destroyed arms and a horrible, horrible hangover. And the worst part is, I still don't know what happened. There was Dylan was like, "Dude, you got drugged up there." I'm like, "Dude, these were nice people." He's like, "Yeah, but those crazy bored, nice whites." That's why I kept saying it, because Dylan put it in my head. He's like, "Dude, they get bored and they put." He doesn't know them. So if anyone from that party's watching, he doesn't know. I think you guys were nice. I think I drank too much. But it is weird that I fucking hardcore blacked out. Like, not brown, not black, hardcore black.
You need to eat more.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, you don't really eat before gigs.
Right.
Because of your
You need
It
to
was
eat.
definitely that. I need to eat, and I have since then, because obviously. And then I got back my health report, and it was bad. So I got to be healthy. It wasn't, I'm not, but it was like pre-diabetic. So I got to stop eating candy and start eating food.
So,
Yeah.
So that's
how did you
good.
get all
Wake
your-
up call.
How'd you get all your stuff back?
My Allison had a thing that night, and it was her car and my stuff, and the people
Because
were
her car was still there too.
Yeah.
So
The
she came to the hospital in some other car.
Yes, in her parents' car.
Okay.
She borrowed her parents' car, picked me up, went back there, and then had to have my mom and stepdad go pick up the car and all my stuff the next day. And they did.
Wow.
They were on the road already, but still, it had to have been an hour or two out of the way. And they went and got all my stuff, and they brought it there, and I found $600+, my guitar, the amp, the speaker, all the cables.
Well, that's why there's no way they drugged you. If they would have taken all your stuff.
I
at
know.
That point.
And no kidneys were gone. Nothing was missing. What would they have drugged me about? Dylan was adamant. Dude, somebody was in there fucking around, dude. Bored. I'm like, I don't know. I think I just didn't eat.
Well,
and he was like, no, that's so weird. I'm like,
I mean, I don't know the situation, but the only, as far as going from what Dylan's saying, is maybe they weren't trying to drug you.
But maybe I got drugged.
Is there any possibility that you picked up the wrong shot of whiskey?
Of course, because I blacked out and don't remember anything.
Like,
So-
were they lining them up?
No, it was like I was out here playing. There was a table to my right with my water bottle, and I took a shot inside once, put the shot back. Then I walked out there, and then they brought me one. My memory says they brought me one, and it kind of has deja vu.
So, I mean, it's possible. Like, I don't think
7
they would.
shots or something.
If you were drugged, I don't think they were trying to drug you
No.
in particular.
Right.
So you could have gotten handed the wrong shot, but I don't really think you got drugged.
No, I think that they were just thinking I could hold my own because I remember killing it. I remember hitting the notes. I remember doing everything.
So you finished the whole gig.
Yeah.
I
Then you
think.
did that.
I
Best
think
part
you
is they
just need to eat
texted and
more.
said, they texted her, Allison, and said, well, tell him don't be embarrassed. Bad stuff happens sometimes. We would loved him and would have him back in a heartbeat. Allison's like, we'll fucking see. Will be terms this time? I'm like, yeah, dude, this time you have to hire me and my band. I need Steven to look out for me. And then Steven gets fucked
the
up and we
worst.
both wake up in the
I
hospital.
am the way to say, sorry, bud.
We're in the same hospital.
God damn it, they done did it to us again.
I got fucked again.
All right, so
That's
I don't have a lot to say other than you need to fucking talk to your dad.
Why? What did he say?
Dude. Okay, so I'm at work and I got a call from Dylan when I'm at work, and Dylan goes, "Hey, do you know what's going on with Taylor?" And like, what? And he was like, he apparently was unresponsive at a show and he got rushed to the hospital. I was like, what the fuck?
Scary.
And so he's like, yeah, I don't know. I've been trying to call Allison. I don't know what the fuck's going on. No one's calling me back. So I go through my phone and dude, this is the fucking crazy, like, at least on my end, the funniest thing about this is I'm going through it. I call my dad first because
Right.
I'm thinking, well, I don't have anybody's number. So I call my dad. I'm like, hey, Dad, have you heard anything about Taylor? Like, has Mike said anything? And he's like, no. Like, what do you mean? I was like, I don't know. I guess he went to the fucking hospital last night and nobody knows what the fuck's going on. So I didn't know if you've been talking to Mike and he mentioned something. He's like, nope, he didn't mention anything. So I scroll through my phone. I have your dad's phone number.
Yeah.
I have Courtney's number. I have your mom's number, Rick's number, Austin Cameron. I'm like, if Taylor ever tries to fucking run away from me, I have like everybody. I don't know how, like I have everybody's phone number. So, but anyway, dude, I call your dad and I'm like, Mike, what is going on right now? And he was like, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, fuck. I don't know what the fuck's going
Yeah,
on.
nobody knew at the time because I'm blacked out. So
But here's-
people found
so,
my
but
girlfriend
here's
on
the thing.
Facebook and that was it.
I know, but so I call your dad and your dad, like, he was like, no, nobody told me nothing. What the, and I literally told her, like, I told your dad, like, I'm sorry. I didn't think I was the one that was breaking the news to you. Like,
To be
oh,
fair,
fuck.
To be fair, I don't break news ever to anybody. You know what I mean? People have to ask
You have
me.
to wait
So-
to watch the podcast.
Yeah, there you go. This is breaking
If
news.
anybody wants to know about this story, they better
But
be
you gotta
subscribed.
fucking call your dad.
Call your dad.
You gotta call your dad.
Yeah, well,
and my point
I've been
is
trying.
because I call your mom. So I called Doreen after I called your dad.
Yeah,
and then Doreen
she
told me
know?
everything. Yeah,
She
she
knew?
knew everything.
What? What did she know?
She said so by the time that I had called Doreen, basically she was like, yeah, he got rushed to the hospital. I guess he drank too much at a party. It was like he drank too much and he just didn't eat that much that day, so the alcohol just fucking just killed him. And so he was in the hospital. But
Overdosed.
But by the time I called your mom, and this was right after I called your dad, your mom was like, yeah, but he got released from the hospital. He's at Allison's house.
Yeah,
now.
so I'm not going to immediately call my dad. I'm throwing up for 24 hours after that.
I think you got to.
No, I'm not calling anybody. I didn't even call my mom. They got to call me. I'm so, I can't even.
Oh,
I'm
man.
like laying in the tub with a towel that's dripping wet. Obviously a solid wet towel. I'm just in the tub. This is next level, dude.
I know, but
I'm not going to call everybody and tell them, hey.
You don't call everybody. No, I'm not saying call everybody.
You call the one person.
But your mom and your dad,
They figured it out.
they got to know.
They heard about it.
They got it. Yeah, but he heard it from me.
Yeah, well,
that's fucking horrible.
Yeah, but I'm dead at the time.
That's fucking horrible. No, you're not.
I don't see any point. I'm literally almost.
Oh my God.
I got no IV in me. I got no water.
Or tell Alice, hey, call my dad real quick. Just let him know what's going on.
No, I was like, hey, please help me.
Also,
All I could say is
Please
please.
help.
That's all I'm saying.
Hold on.
You got to talk to your dad, man. Your dad's got to know about that shit.
You got to talk to your dad.
Just let him know.
All right, I'll call him up. Well,
Fuck,
I'm trying to get.
man.
I've been trying to get.
Sometimes you go to bed.
I've been trying, man. Life's hard, man.
That was, I didn't even know what
That's
to,
the
I was like, I
least
cannot,
dramatic thing that's happened to me.
I
in the last
cannot
week.
believe that I'm the one breaking the news right now.
That's funny. All right, well, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Also, I had nice little small talk with your mom after she told me everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
she was like, well, anyway, how's things going with you? I was like, oh, they're great. Yeah, got the second kid on the way. She's like, oh my God, you're having another kid? I was like, yeah.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
She's like, is it a boy or a girl? I'm like, a girl. She's like, oh my God, your mom's gonna love.
So
She's
excited.
so excited.
Yeah.
After all of the Taylor's not dead.
This is the man who has a little boy and is about to have a little girl.
You're just being a pussy. You are such a cunt. Just some motherfucking schlups. I get really bad gas like when I go to Taco Time, but I don't get diarrhea.
Oh, and then here's mine. Kick him in the nuts.
Kick him in the nuts.
I got some for you. Those were a few good ones. You're such a cunt. Do you remember what that one's from?
Yeah, I was trying to read that fucking thing, and you kept scrolling up on it. It was so fucking horrible. Oh, yeah. I do remember that. Mm-hmm. What was the other one? You're just being a pussy.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
I don't know what that one's from.
I don't either. I forget.
Yeah.
It's probably from the last one.
What are we doing? Oh, are we going to listen to that Metallica song?
Okay. We're going to do a reaction video to Metallica's new song, or at least a week old at this time, Lux Aeterna.
Aeterna. Lux Aeterna.
You gotta spell it with an A. It gets faster right there. No metronome.
Yeah. But is it intentional or did he just?
It's an intent.
We need RJ here.
Yeah, where's RJ?
It's as intentional as they ever are. Oh, just unison riffs.
Anticipation, indomination.
1, 7, 1, 4, 3, 2, 7, 1.
Approaching thunder, awaiting the light. Full speed or nothing, full speed or nothing. Luxy Turner, Luxy Turner, yeah. Full speed or nothing.
This is pretty punk rock, yeah.
And Kirk was like, we got a new song? Like, yeah, we're releasing it today. He's like, here, I'll make something up right on the spot. I'll use a lot of Kirkisms. Open G Kirkism. Some more of it. That one.
That's like Kill 'Em All, Kirk.
'em old.
Kill 'em old.
Any more of that stuff. We've added some good stuff today. That band practice was dope. Fuck, it's a basic first form. It's a basic form. It's like For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Dude, no, I'm telling you, this is Kill 'em all.
Yeah.
It's fucking Kill 'em all.
Kill 'em all. Kill 'em all is more than 3:30. Here, actually, let's look.
Well,
at,
okay, yeah, as far as song length,
Let's
but
look
that's
at,
different from they don't have a lot of 3-minute songs,
That's what I'm saying. It's weird that they have a 3-minute song.
dude. I'm
That's
telling
why
you,
I said For the Whom the Bell Tolls is a short song with that form.
yeah, but dude, that riff could have been on Kill 'em all, and the way that he
Oh,
sings,
absolutely. I'm not denying
even
that.
just his melodic, like his melody in the vocals, is so Kill 'em all. It is so Kill 'em all. I can literally I can picture 16-year-old James Hetfield singing that song.
Emancipation!
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a little, yeah, exactly. There's some things, but
How do you do that? I can't.
but
it's not
but even
close.
at the very last light out,
yeah,
that's exactly what they do. Yeah,
you're right.
dude, I'm telling you, there's
right.
so much Kill 'em all in that. It's fucking dope.
You're hella right.
It's fucking dope.
Are you
That
guys-
is a great fucking song.
Are you guys ready for this next segment? It's the first segment of its kind. I think it's gonna be called BandHouse.
Watch our own TikToks.
BandHouse Redemption.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not even gonna type it in.
Okay.
I bet I could find
What?
it from here.
BandHouse Redemption. We don't need redemption. We're perfect.
We have to redeem ourselves. Someone hit us hard.
Uh-oh. I'm like nervous.
He should be.
This is gonna just kill his spirit right now.
I know. The last time we
You're
talked,
really gonna like
Dude.
this one.
Oh no. I'm worried for
fucking,
you.
there was a
You know
comment.
it's you.
I was talking, and it's all just bullshit. But I
What are
was
you
I was
talking
talking bullshit about Ibanez, and the guy was something like, doesn't matter how good the gear is if it's a fucking monkey using it or something like that. And I was like, oh god.
Oh no.
All right.
I was just kidding, but you're not wrong that I'm a fucking idiot.
All right, dude. Are you ready
Oh no.
to see what Cameron Bailey 885 had to say?
Yeah. Oh god.
Oops, I didn't click the right.
By playing an Epiphone? The answer is yes. Give up.
There's a lot more of that.
Is that Lamb of God? That riff felt really Lamb of God-y.
It was close.
Was it Lamb of God?
Nope. It was just him. Doing
Oh, is that his riff?
I'm guessing that's something he made with his inspiration of Lamb of God.
Man.
Maybe you don't have any comments for it yet. Let me show you his other one that he tagged in.
So this was at basically a response to the same video?
I think.
Fuck Ibanez! I'm serious about that one.
Nope, it's a different video. I'm serious about that. I love it. Dude. And now he does the same shit, but on his Ibanez. So my question is, do you think that
So,
put you in your place?
well,
Do you think that was a good example for Epiphone and Ibanez?
so the crime of this is in both videos, I could tell that if I was in the room with him, I would be like, this sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I could tell that.
It wasn't is the worst. It wasn't bad. I wouldn't say
both
it was bad.
both of those riffs, and I can tell by the way that it sounds recorded on a phone, because I have
'Cause you
recorded
record on a phone.
I have recorded on a phone so many times. I know for a fact that if I was in that room with him, then I would have been like, fuck, that sounds really good. He's making that shit sound really good. I guess I don't know my shit about Ibanez and Epiphone.
Fair enough.
But the problem is that
It
sounds fucking
like
horrible on a
shit.
fucking phone.
And you gotta know, when you're coming at somebody to show them how dope something is, you can't post that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nope,
you
I
can,
know.
and some people do.
I liked the Ibanez riff better. I could
And the
tell
tone was a little
that
better.
was really chunky good.
Yeah. But dude,
That
the
was
best,
good.
The best part is the beginning of the Epiphone.
You want to know what? I know. It's fucking horrible.
You want to hear a good tone?
I know. It's fucking horrible.
That actually sounds like when the spider lands on Marv's head. You know the spider and the tarantula on Home Alone lands on his head? He goes so crazy.
You know what I really want to know though is what amp is he using? Because that almost like the Ibanez one, dude. That almost sounded. It reminded me of this old video I used to see of a Framus or Framus.
I've heard of them.
Framus Cobra.
Oh, yeah.
And he boosted it with a TS9, and it's literally the most impossibly heavy guitar tone I've ever heard. And I feel like he was using an Ibanez too.
Dude, wait till we get flows and flows of money.
That's what that guy sounded like, but he recorded it on a fucking like
I know. All you need is a
Nokia
Scarlett.
2005 fucking flip
Get
phone.
a Scarlett 2i2 and GarageBand, and you can record it. You know.
Yeah,
But it does take science and effort, and that is what separates the guys who play Lamb of God ripoffs from the guys
I
who sit on
know.
the couch and don't even play music anymore.
Yeah.
We just
Well,
kidding.
I mean, and that's just I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
Well, we'll figure out what amp he has. We'll ask him.
I know. That's just it. Can you reply to him and say, dude, what amp are you using? Because that, especially on the Ibanez.
Why don't you give him your exact response and keep it within 150 characters so I can type it up for him?
like my
Actually,
response
30,
right
30 characters. Just give him a short amount of characters. Give the response to him
now?
with the question.
Dude, what amp are you using that has that kind of gain? Because your phone doesn't do it justice, but I can tell that it's pretty fucking awesome.
And say something nice.
Also, really nice riff. It's very Lamb of God-y.
Too nice.
Okay.
Cool pants.
Nice riff. You kind of ripped it off from Lamb of God.
Nice. Now go hard on him.
You fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
Shout out to the new BandHouse roadie, Cameron Bailey.
If you're going to roast me, don't do it on a fucking Nokia flip phone.
There it is. It probably was an iPhone.
I don't know.
You guys get in a huge fight via TikTok.
He seems like he could.
Is there like is it ever appropriate, or do you just keep leaning in? Is there ever a time where we're like, guys?
Yeah, I think most of the time it should just be
'Cause
like, guys, we're kidding.
I feel like the whole Epiphone thing. I don't know this for sure, but I feel like that started because
RJ?
I bailed on band practice, so you guys made those TikToks, and one of them was like, "You're a fucking piece of shit if you play an Epiphone," and it's clearly at me because I have two fucking
So
Epiphone
RJ
Les
started
Pauls.
it.
I know RJ started the Epiphone thing.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't realize that. Yeah, because I still get likes and comment and hates from
Yeah,
it. If there was
I
hates,
feel
I
like
get a lot of them.
yeah. So I know definitely RJ started the Epiphone thing, and I want to say it was rooted in like fuck Steven. Anybody that owns an Epiphone is a fucking
right. Because it started with like, if your
schlep.
name is Steven, we even got semi-viral on that one. All the Stevens were like, I feel personally called out.
Yeah,
I just say semi-viral when there's ever comments.
and same thing. There was
There's a
more
bunch of
truth.
comments.
There was more truth rooted in the Ibanez because I have always been frustrated. Because
And then all the people were like, tell me you don't know how to play an Edge Pro, whatever, without telling me you don't have to play an Edge Pro.
well, okay, and there's a fair point there because I feel like the Edge Pro bridge
Is better.
is their good one.
I'd like to try it. From all the comments, it sounds good.
The Ibanez, the two Ibanezes that I own,
We're long ago.
they both have what's called the Wizard 3 bridge,
Sounds dumb.
which is I mean
so
notoriously like their worst fucking.
Yeah. that
Of all
sounds-
time.
That sounds bad.
So yeah, I mean it's real, but again, I mean I don't know.
Well, why don't we?
I'm not
Why don't
into
we?
the floating bridge?
Why don't we
It's just
settle
a
this
fucking pain
for
in the
now? Why don't you
ass.
tell the Ibanez people what's up, and I'll clip it and I'll put it out there for you. Tell them thanks for the 500 to 800 new followers we got from.
I really want that guy to fucking have a better recording, especially on that Ibanez.
You talking about
riff.
Cam?
Yeah, dude.
We're cool.
That I could, dude. The gain on that was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. It probably sounded good, like you said.
Pretty
It's
ridiculous.
for response. If I was in the room, I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So Justin, why don't you tell me about how you were feeling today playing drums? I noticed you had a little pep. Were you
Did
feeling
I?
good today?
Yeah.
Like I feel like we all had a pep.
I feel like we were on today.
Yeah, I had some pep in my guitar playing. You know why? Pep, aka new strings.
New strings. I know. I got
73,000 views on our strings where you're roasting me, saying Taylor, don't be a lazy piece of shit like Taylor, and everybody's like, ha ha ha, or I'm a lazy piece of shit like Taylor, and I'm like, yeah, me and you.
Does
Yep.
it feel better to play with new strings though? Or
Oh God! Fucking new strings.
Strings.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, dude.
New strings.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my fucking god!
It's just as good as when I cock in my
Cock.
That one makes me laugh every time. None of that did anything. But
I know. I'm like,
Yeah,
what
you
are
use a
you
lot of
affecting
knobs
right
and
now?
nothing
I don't know.
happened.
Anytime I sit here without the computer, I think I can do it, and I can't do it.
Oh man. Anyway, new string and beyond the new strings, like on my bass, I just got it set up. Oh man.
What does that mean?
Oh, it's just they have
You
to
took it to a
adjust like
person to fix it up.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Millimeters, dude.
guitars like
Millimeters.
the neck has a tendency it'll either bend like this in the middle or it'll go like this after a while.
Yeah.
So there's a rod that goes through the neck that you either tighten or loosen to relieve it or give it some more tension so that it's more straight.
Okay.
And then there's also like adjusting the action on like the bridge, and then there's intonating it. I don't know how they do that on bass. I don't know what the
Is there a truss
like
rod?
on-
Did you do truss rod? Is that what you were first saying?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Is
Yeah.
this just done like at Ted Brown Music?
I took mine to Ted Brown. I usually go to Guitar Center, but I'm like, I don't want to I'm going to try the Ted Brown guy because I don't want to drive to
So
fucking
much
Guitar
closer.
Center.
I
every-
know. You gotta
Dude,
find
and
a
I'm
closer
always
guy.
going to take it. I think his name is Joel at Ted Brown.
That's right.
Never met him, but he's the fucking man because that shit, feels so good right now.
Another shout out to Joel, dude. I got to come take my stuff into you because I got a couple.
Yeah,
all my
dude.
guitars need help. They
Fuck
need to be
yeah.
adjusted. It's like the chiropractor for the fucking guitars, dude.
Yeah,
They just-
that's a good way to
they
put
just
it.
put all your shit into place, and it feels better that day, but then the next day you got to go back,
Yeah.
or the next month.
So,
that's
and
why,
that's-
like, if you're John Mayer, you get new strings every night and a new setup every night.
I know.
That'd be nice.
Like I'm gonna like that tone I just jammed with is only good for
Well,
one
and see,
time.
I would love. I'm never gonna do it, but I would. I wish I was more handy because then I could do it myself. But
You're kind of
No.
handy.
I've tried. I did okay one time.
We built our own acoustic foam,
I know.
Which you said never do again.
and it's
last week.
obvious. Yeah.
I know. We just said don't fucking do that. Just buy a sound panel. I don't know. That wasn't too bad. I mean, you just buy
It
the.
sounds good in
insulation.
here.
Yeah,
Our
it
jam
sounds
sounded good.
How much does it cost to get a bass set up?
That one it was like $80, I
How
think.
often do you do it? Like
Yearly.
Well,
I mean, I'm sure you don't do
yeah.
it
I
how
mean,
long you
like
should, but
you're.
like, what should you do?
I would say like every 6 months, probably.
I guarantee there's people who do it every day to make sure everything's perfect all day long.
Or
I'm the opposite
really,
of
I
that.
mean, like when the weather changes,
Yeah.
honestly, is kind of
Which
a
it
big
just
thing.
did.
Yeah,
Got
like
ice
when it
cold.
gets super cold or super
Snowed
hot, that affects the wood on the guitar. But I don't know. I
I think
don't
this is
do it
breeding
enough.
a brand new podcast, dude. Changing strings with TJ Bones, and I invite a different guitar player on to change strings with me.
There you go.
Oh,
And we talk about our techniques
With some
and our
elevator
different.
music in the background.
Wow.
Yeah, and what do you play? Tens? No, I play nines. Oh, what a great conversation! You want to be my first guest?
Sure.
Tight.
Yeah.
I'm sure
I'll
you
do
got some
that.
guitars that
What do
need.
you?
I gotta
do you
put
like to
strings on
play
my Les Pauls.
Do you like
Don't-
to play nines or tens?
I have on my Les Pauls. I have 13s.
No.
Wow.
Oh yeah, the blue.
Yeah,
Or both.
the not so slinky. That's the pack. It's the Ernie Ball not so slinky
Yeah.
is what I put on the Les Paul.
Slinky Ray Vaughan.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Les Paul is never not in drop C. They're both in drop C, so I figured get the thick boys.
And what do you play?
Well, right now I've got 10s on my Gibson that I was playing, the ES335, just because playing jazz, I like heavier strings. But I was using 9s on it, and it was dope. But like I said, the jazz, it was a little
What's
flimsy.
the lowest you can go?
Smallest?
Can you go down like
skinny?
5?
No, like 8, 7. Jimi Hendrix was known to use 7s and 8s.
Is that right?
Apparently, that's what
I didn't know that.
Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top said, and he used 8s. He still uses
Why
8s.
does Billy Gibbons know anything about Jimi Hendrix?
He's that old.
Is he that old? Was
Yeah.
he chilling with Hendrix?
Before and after. And during.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
He's still going, too. He's playing shows like right now.
Did you see ZZ Top with the fucking like 18 string bass?
Oh, yeah. Jared,
the f-
Jared Dines' model.
What the fuck was up
Shout
with
out
that?
to Jared Dines. I think he's from Tacoma or something. He's around here.
He's from around
People
here.
I know
Yeah.
him. So
Yeah.
shout out to him for getting
What
his
the
for
fuck?
getting his bass ripped off. It wasn't his. It was someone who made a cheap imitation. I looked into it, and he was posting about it, saying, "Hey, here's mine." The one they were using even had his logo on it, but it wasn't his.
His is really cool.
Yeah,
That
it's a meme.
He made like one video of him, like it was like a legit song, but it was fucking cool.
It
man.
was cool.
It was cool. But dude, what is that? What is that?
I don't know.
As far as a practical use,
I don't
that's
know.
fucking
It's
crazy.
Not, it's not. It's a
Yeah, it
meme.
seems
Yeah,
too
it's a
many
novelty.
You and I should get 20 string guitars.
Oof.
Or what if we just put the thickest, like the bottom strings, and we use those on our regular guitars? How about that?
Then our guitars snap in half or whatever. Or wait, you're saying what?
Yeah, they probably would snap
Okay,
in
so
half.
I had that right.
Yeah, you were following
Well,
me.
I was tracking.
You were tracking.
Hold on, I
Use
need
one
to-
of your.
hold on, I need to write it down.
Use one of your Epiphones or Ibanez's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
break one of those.
exactly.
You know what I really want to do?
They're already broken.
I've never smashed a guitar. I kind of want to smash some guitars. Although the first smash, quote me now, is going to be me and my brother Cameron. We're going to play While My Guitar and Ukulele Gently Weep. He'll play ukulele, I'll play guitar. Close enough. And then
And then you're just
and
gonna
it goes
stand up
dung
and
dung
smash it.
dung 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 and we just smash them against each other's. So the guitar would just smash the ukulele into the other room, or I could get a small
I worry
guitar.
that your guitar just wouldn't break.
I know we'll have to get a small guitar and a big ukulele.
Guitars are somewhat robust.
I know it'll
You gotta-
launch. It'll
you need
launch
a
the
solid
ukulele.
body.
You really got to give it the beans.
Dude,
to
uke
smash it.
launching. Wait, what's it called? Shot put? When you no, it's a skeet shooting skeet.
Yeah.
Acoustic skeet, just uke skeet ukulele uke
Yes.
Yeah, they
Scoot,
call it.
scoot.
Scoochie goot.
Scoochie Gucci.
Shoot. That's what they call it. They call it shooting skeet. That's the only terminology for shooting skeet. They never say that for anything else.
What?
It's only when you're shooting those fucking discs with a shotgun
That's
that
when
you
it's
would
skeet?
that you would say shooting skeet. That's the only use of that phrase.
Skeet.
So if I come up to you and I say, "Hey, do you want to shoot some skeet with me?"
Yeah.
You'll know what I'm talking about.
As
'cause
opposed to
that's,
what?
That's
Shooting
all.
bull-
There's nothing else.
Shooting golf.
As opposed to nothing else.
You want to shoot some pool?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
I'd rather shoot pool than skeet.
Yeah. That's the only use of that.
Tight. You want to go into the next segment?
Yes.
There's another man.
This
you
segment
came
is
prepared.
called.
Justin's like, I want to get the fuck out of here.
This is the
No,
next
no.
segment.
I was shocked because there's so many segments.
Because last time I had no segments.
Yeah, last time you
Consistency.
Like,
now I have 10
last time I
segments.
felt like we talked for like 20 minutes.
We did an hour.
You just have to average.
I don't
You
know,
just
maybe.
have to average 5 segments a show. So he had none last time.
Right.
He's got 10 this time.
Yeah.
So next week is a crapshoot. Is he gonna have 5?
That's true. All right.
Oh,
Is he gonna
next
have
week,
5?
next Thursday, Bad with Birds. Are you in?
I think I'm probably
He is
fine
ready
to do
for a
that.
band of birds. What was it? Is that right?
Bad with birds.
Bad with
I'm
birds.
gonna say I'm gonna put you in a bubble. I'm gonna say maybe.
All right, that's fine.
I'm bubbling
I
you.
can do it
But
alone,
also
but
remember, you
I also
gotta
cannot
text him
do it
on
alone.
Wednesday to remind him, or he'll forget.
Right.
But if you want to know his,
Should we
phone
listen
number-
to some Bad with Birds? Bad.
Yes, we should close out with Bad with Birds.
Let's
Yeah.
listen to them.
All right,
Let's
cool.
do a reaction to Bad with Birds.
All right. In fact, that's great because then I'll be able to test out this next item from the next segment, which is sponsored content.
Oh yeah.
I got my first piece of mono microphone.
You're the worst promo.
I'll figure out how it's
You're the
pronounced.
fucking worst promo.
later.
How do you say it? That's
Today
weird
is just
talking
the
about this.
unboxing and the testing of it out. I'm going to do a whole review on it, and guess what?
I'd
when I
say
do the
Maono.
review, I'll learn how to fucking say it.
Maono.
Yeah.
Maono.
So let's do an unboxing. This is my
So
first
it's a
unboxing video.
Maono mic mount.
Maono. Oh, Hawaiian. A Maono.
Maono mic
Matiki
mount.
Maono.
That's got a nice ring to it.
I like the
Maono.
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 Yeah, it's got all
Maono.
the stuff. It had like 20 hertz to 20K. That's all you need. That's
Oh,
more
it's
than
it's a mic.
Yeah,
It's a-
Oh, it's a
full mic.
condenser
It's a
mic.
Yes, sir.
condenser mic, boy. Look
No
at this.
shit.
Look at this.
Oh,
Whoa.
look at-
So they have like a custom fitted pop filter.
Yeah.
that's cool.
That's fucking sweet.
Look at this, dog. So it's
Can
I
you-
looked it up online. Yeah, go ahead.
Can
Go
you
ahead.
explain what is the thing about putting condenser mics in a fucking cage?
So you don't hear it bobble around. Like when you do this on a condenser, it's like
Oh.
so loud. So putting it in a little bubble. And you see how mine's all rigged up? That's not good. It's the TikTok mic in the back corner there. I'm spinning this like it's going to stop ever, but you have to put the thing on it. So I'm going to go over there and test this thing out. Oh, please tell me it just slides right on. Does anyone see how this is going to work?
Can I see it?
I mean, it definitely goes.
I want to play with it.
You guys figure it out. I'm going to go to the
I'm
other
gonna play
spot.
with it.
Yeah, he wants to play with it.
I'm going to set up the other spot, and then we'll segue right into the next segment.
It definitely fits right in that circle.
colors.
It's slick. I mean, it seems like
I'm scared. I feel like it just snaps, but I'm too scared to push on it hard enough.
boom.
Yep. That's what it was. Yeah, I was too scared. I'm gonna Google it. Maybe it'll give me the pronunciation. So Maono. I don't know. Maono. Maono how to pronounce it.
Send me a video of them doing it right.
Huh?
I'll just ask them.
Did nobody fucking get my pun? Really? I was like, I don't know how to pronounce it.
I didn't hear it.
I don't know.
That was a good dad joke.
I don't know.
That was a good dad joke from a dad.
Fuck you guys. God.
Sorry.
That is top tier shit right there.
It's not S tier. No way.
Fuck you, Justin. Are you fucking kidding me? That's so good.
All right. That was pretty good.
God damn it.
Sorry.
I don't know. Wasn't that good?
That was good.
That was my joke. That's the fucking exactly what I said.
I think it was just the delivery.
That's
was better earlier.
bullshit. No, it wasn't. He sucks.
Also, are you even tightening it?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, what is going on over there? That shit is going on a wild ride right now.
The whole process so that everyone can know I'm fucking.
Gotta bleep that.
Yep. Can't say that word.
Can't say that one. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna have to cut all that out. That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible.
Pretty funny.
It's horrible. No, that's horrible.
You said it.
Ooh, that already sounds good.
All right, let's get a little bit of the proximity effect.
Oh
check,
no.
Pop, pop, pop. Oh, pop, 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 pop.
There's no popping
Pop,
going
pop, pop,
on.
pop, pop, pop. Pop, 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 pop. It's still mostly in the mouth, of course, but that's still a pretty good one. Pop, pop, pop. That's a rock and roll tone. Wow, 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 wow.
No, that sounds incredible.
It's a great mic.
That is a great mic.
I don't know. What do you think, Justin?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know much about mics.
Fucking hate you guys.
You're only jealous.
It sounds real good.
You only hate us
That
because you ain't
sounds
us.
really good. That sounds really
Should we
good.
set up your other one next to it and do a test?
Do a test comparison? No.
Too much work.
Yep.
But
You know me too
one of these
well.
days. One of these days.
Dude, no, it sounds fucking good, man.
Yeah, it really does.
What were we looking at?
So did they send it? There's no way they saw the podcast and were like, hey,
they
we
did.
want you to do a review.
They did?
No, they did not.
So they reached out to me and said, hey, we noticed you're podcasting in Reddit because I post in Reddit. Most of the posting I do doesn't get anything, but here's something that did. That's why we do it. Is I went into Reddit podcasting and posted BandHouse, and someone got a hold of me and said, hey, we do microphones for like cheaper microphones, affordable microphones. I looked this up. This is only $100.
That's really good.
Are you kidding me? This is like a $600 sound. Maybe $550. Like, this is a good microphone.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
And it looks dope, which is going to be cool for live streaming. And even for, it's not that noisy. Like,
They're letting you keep it?
it's mine.
Wow.
All he
Yeah.
has to do.
And they wanted me to, they didn't even, I didn't have to do anything first. They just sent it. I could do nothing, but I asked them, like, hey, what kind of content should I do for you guys? So I'm going to promote it every fucking pot. In fact, let's do one right now. And then into my good mic. Where's my thing here? I can't see shit. There we go. Oh, I look like an idiot from right here. All right, here we go. Can I dig? BandHouse Roadies. It's me, Taylor, from BandHouse Podcast. Have you ever wanted to do a podcast? Have you ever wanted to record your own vocals? Have you ever wanted to have a microphone and it's way too expensive, so you can't? Well, now you can. From the Maono/Maono comes the PM500. Get your PM500 for $100-ish. I should look it up before I do the ad, but it's really cheap and affordable, and listen to its proximity effect. Boy, oh boy, you'll love to tell the news to your fans on your very own podcast as soon as you get a Maono microphone. Anyway, back to the podcast.
That was good.
That was pretty good.
I like the sound of this.
Good energy,
It does
yeah.
sound really good.
And also, that was great. Like what you were saying, the proximity effect on it. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's what you like. Like, I'm watching old movies and you can tell when something's dubbed over because it's like, how did they sound like this when there's no microphone near them? I don't think those ones up here sound like this, do they? Yeah. So I'm like watching, cause sometimes they cut it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. Why don't we listen to Bad with Birds? They're friends of another band that was on our podcast.
Yeah, maybe.
Nope.
Batbox?
Batbox. Birdbox, Batbox, Bird.
Batbox.
Bad with Batbox. So, I believe that they are friends with them. I haven't looked at it for a while, but why don't we give them a quick
Pretty
listen.
chantable name. Bad with birds. Bad with birds.
Bad with
That is
birds.
true.
Bad.
Pretty chantable.
Do they have? Do they have any YouTube videos? Oh, here we go.
Oh, Alive in the Royal Room, dude?
Ooh, where's the Royal Room? It sounds so fancy.
Do you got a Spotify?
No. Oh, good vocals. That's a Chris Cornell lick. And Chris Cornell hair. Sick. Oh, it's funky. Alice and Chainsy as well.
Oh, perfect.
He also has some Sebastian Bach going on.
Oh, good ear. You always have good takes.
Yeah,
Good
he's got
take.
some Sebastian
He
Bach, like
does.
especially when he gets up there.
Let's hear another one. This is from the new album. Wait, 2001 album, which I believe is their newest album. I love it. Sounds older than the last song.
I think the last song is newer.
Makes more sense.
The last song's like a single.
Oh, it's a one song or a single.
Yeah, 2022.
Wow, they got way better recording. But I like this riff. Soundgarden.
Hey, make your noise and take the joys and rape them out.
Sebastian. Oh my god.
Hey, make your move and hey, prostitutes and hey, paper man.
What's the name of the band?
Skid Row.
Change. Sick man. Let's do a comparison. Oh, this song is nice.
This is a great song.
Oh yeah, dude. Two intros.
It's hard to compare because these guys don't sound anything like Skid Row.
Right,
It's just
right.
the vocalist has a lot of this.
Wait for the grit.
I was like, I don't know. Okay.
It's higher,
I
so
thought
he's not.
when it started, I was like, I don't know if I got
Yeah.
I hear it big time. What is the exact tone that we're hearing? Bleh, splat tone. Bleh. It's not.
Yeah, it's very forward.
Fingers to the bone. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever that is.
They do a lot of that. All right,
The
let's get
squinty-eyed treble.
let's get a little. I like the weird primacy.
Yep, that's very Primus.
Okay, we're doing speed run on them. Ding, 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 ding. Next song. No time for that.
Almost fucking Bulls on Parade.
Oh yeah.
Not anymore.
I like the busy bass. I like that.
Yeah, he's got a little slap
It's like
going
a Stone
on.
Temple Pilots.
He's got a little slap in there.
Rage. Oh, love that. I gotta hear this again. Hell yeah. I was like, I hope they do just one more of the exact same thing. More Sebastian this time. Wow, I like the presence down low. Usually people go low and they get more bassy in the tone. He keeps it nice and bright. Hold on, listen to the beginning.
Oh, they start on the 7.
What is that?
Boom.
That's the one, right?
No, they're on the 7.
Oh, it goes dumb. Oh, I see what you mean. It's almost like a key change because he's singing the 5, or he's singing in key right now.
Yeah.
Weirdly different. Anyway, I was gonna compare that to this scream here. Whoops. That sounds like him, dude. No, you know who it really sounds like?
Oh, Steel Dragon
Wait. We need a movie. With Miles Kennedy.
with Miles Kennedy. That still blows my mind.
Mark Wahlberg is still my favorite singer of all time, apparently. New Dime on guitar. Stand up! It's so high. I know what you want, what you're thinking. Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah! This
He
is gonna be
fucking looked at
That's
me.
gonna be us at Metallica, dude.
Yeah.
From the nosebleeds, he saw me.
It was me. He was looking at me.
Anyway, Bad with Birds, stoked for next podcast.
That with Birds is
Episode 41.
fucking sweet.
Justin, you got any words of wisdom to close us out? Me and Steven kind of talked over you the whole time.
I mean, I don't know if you talked over me. No, I have nothing. This is why you talked over me.
Damn, Justin.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Give
this
me
is why,
some.
This is why I don't have anything on the board. I never know what to say. I get so nervous.
You do have a good one though, don't you? He's got a good one on the board somewhere.
No, I'm not on the board because I never.
Oh,
say
yeah,
anything.
you're not on the board.
Like on here because I don't say anything good.
Well, you said some good shit the last one and this one, I feel like.
All right.
There's got to be something in there.
Check the tapes. Get me on there.
I know. I only get Steven most of the time.
Yeah. It's because I'm really fucking funny.
See,
Nice.
there we go. Another one to go on there.
That could be the end. That was pretty good.
I like last week's. There's always going to be fucking guns, Dylan. Cut.
Fuck you.
I don't even know what he does. It's something like I don't like
He'll
guns.
never
though.
watch that far into it anyway.
I know. He only watched the blast off.
That's so good. Well, guys, keep it high. This is going to be extra Patreon stuff. For you guys, subscribe to the Patreon. Thank you so much. In fact, why don't we do a quick Patreon pitch that I will add into this podcast somewhere, but it won't be at the end. You know what I mean?
Taylor needs a way to make money that doesn't involve him being drugged at a private party.
That's where you come in. Maybe you could support BandHouse on patreon.com. That's patreon.com/BandHousePodcast, where you can do behind the scenes voting on what kind of content we'll release next. You can do you can talk to Steven on the phone, all of us on the phone.
Talk to me on the phone.
You can get your name on the BandHouse wall, and
If you're lucky, I'll put you on speakerphone with Justin.
oh yeah, hell yeah. So shout out to our BandHouse Roadies. If you want to be a real official roadie, sign up for that Patreon. We appreciate the love. I'll give Steven some of it.
Please help him.
Did you enjoy that full episode of BandHouse Podcast? I'm sure you did. Why don't you watch another one? Just click right here and you can watch another one. And also, Patreon's live. That's right, you heard me. You can subscribe to BandHouse Podcast now on patreon.com/BandHousePodcast if you'd like to support. Subscribe right now.